There was once a boy named Dara. To his family, his neighbors, and his teachers, he was known simply as Asterisk, the lazy boy. Asterisk. Every morning, while the first light of dawn spread across the fields, the villagers were already awake, plowing the soil, tending to animals, and preparing for a new day. But Dara, he remained under his blanket, lost in sleep. While other children studied with determination, Dara sat in the back of the classroom, staring out of the window, waiting for the day to pass. He dreamed of greatness, of wealth, of respect, yet he never took a single step toward it. At first, he thought this lifestyle was harmless. But slowly, people began to talk. His friends mocked him. His teachers gave up on him. His parents worried about his future. In the eyes of his community, Dara was wasting his life. And in his own heart, he began to feel it too, a deep, nagging emptiness. One evening, his father, a strong man hardened by years of labor, sat him down. His voice was calm, but his eyes were sharp. Asterisk, son. Asterisk, he said, Asterisk, you dream of respect, but you do nothing to earn it. You hope for success, but you refuse to move. I cannot watch you waste away. From tomorrow, things will change. For 30 days, you will rise with the sun, work with your hands, and study with your mind. If you endure, you will learn the value of discipline. If you fail, then laziness will chain you forever. Asterisk. Dara's heart pounded. 30 days? It felt impossible. But deep down, he knew his father was right. That night, for the first time, Dara set his alarm. The first morning was agony. The rooster crowed, and his father shook him awake. His body felt heavy, his head ached, his heart screamed to go back to sleep. But his father stood by the door, waiting. Dara dragged himself out of bed. The cold morning air bit his skin as he stumbled to the fields. By noon, his muscles burned, his hands blistered, and he collapsed on the ground. He wanted to quit. But his father's words echoed in his mind. Asterisk. Discipline is not about comfort. It is about strength. Asterisk. On the second morning, Dara rose again, still sore, still unwilling. On the third day, he nearly gave up. But a strange thing began to happen. Slowly his body adjusted. His steps grew lighter. His arms grew stronger. His mind, once clouded by laziness, began to clear. At school, his handwriting grew neater. His concentration deepened. Teachers who once ignored him began to notice. His friends, once mocking, began to ask, Asterisk, Dara, what happened to you? For the first time, Dara felt pride, not false pride built on dreams, but real pride born from effort. He was no longer running from work. He was embracing it. Weeks passed. By the second week, Dara woke before the rooster. By the third, he needed no reminders. He carried himself differently, shoulders back, eyes steady, heart determined. The lazy boy was fading away, replaced by someone stronger, sharper, and more alive. On the 30th day, Dara stood before his father. His clothes were worn, his hands calloused, but his spirit was unshakable. His father looked at him with pride and said, Asterisk, my son, you are no longer the lazy boy. You have proven yourself. Remember this truth. Laziness is the greatest enemy of a man. But discipline is the key that unlocks every door. Asterisk. Dara never forgot those words. From that day forward, he lived by them. He worked with energy, he studied with focus, and he built a future that others once thought impossible. No one in the village called him lazy again. Instead, they pointed to him as the boy who changed, the boy who overcame. And this is not just Dara's story. It is a reminder for all of us. Laziness whispers comfort, but it steals your future. Discipline feels painful, but it builds your strength, your wisdom, and your freedom. So ask yourself, Asterisk, what chains are holding you today? What dream are you wasting because of laziness? Asterisk. Remember Dara, the boy who proved to himself, to his family, and to his entire village that no one is born lazy. Laziness is only a habit. And habits can be broken. Overcome your laziness. Prove yourself. Because the life you want, the respect you seek, the future you dream of is waiting. But it will only come to those who dare to rise, to fight, and to conquer themselves.